cricket.
A cricket. Very good. Tell me more.
It's on sand.
Describe that for me, please.
It's white sand.
White sand. Very good.
Walking.
Keep telling me.
I have really big feet.
Yes, you feel like you have big feet?
Yeah.
Look down at your feet. Describe your feet for me.
They're fat.
They're fat. What color is the skin?
Caucasian.
So kind of Caucasian. Tell me what your body
Maybe
looks
darker.
like. Look up your body. What does your body look like?
It's like fat, thick legs.
Fat, thick legs. And what else? Keep looking.
Like a cloth or something.
You're wearing a cloth, so see this cloth easily. Describe this cloth to me.
It's blue.
Blue cloth.
There's a stripe on it.
Yes, with a stripe on it. And how are you wearing it?
Like a skirt, kind of.
Like a skirt. Very good. And look up the rest of your body. What are you wearing on the rest of your body?
That's it. I think I'm a male.
You feel male?
Yeah.
Very good. So what are you wearing on your chest? What does it feel like? Use your feeling.
It's different. It's maybe silky.
Feel silky? What color does it feel like?
Black.
Feels black. Feel your chest. Describe your chest for me.
It's muscular.
Yeah, it's muscular. Good. What does your face feel like? Describe your features.
Hairy.
Do you have facial hair?
Yeah.
What color is your hair? Black. And what do your eyes feel like?
Blue.
What does your nose feel like? What shape does it feel like?
Human.
Does it feel large or small or medium?
Kind of pointy.
Pointy. Very good. So acclimate yourself into this body. Come into this body in your mind's eye. What do people call you? The first thing you hear in your heart.
Frank.
Frank. Very good. So if I call you Frank, does that feel true for you?
Yeah.
Very good, Frank. Look around you and describe where we are in this white sand with a cricket around. Where are
palm trees.
Palm trees. Very good. Keep describing.
I feel like I'm in Asia.
In Asia. Very good. And why are you here in this moment in Asia? What are you doing here?
My life.
This is your life. Tell me about your life, Frank. What do you do?
I'm a warrior.
You're a warrior. Very good. How old are you here, Frank?
21.
Very good. I'm 21. And where do you live, Frank?
Kind of like a hut.
Kind of a hut? Let's go to your hut now. Describe your hut for me.
It's pretty with the trees.
It's pretty with the trees.
There's a river.
Describe the river.
It's big.
Do you live next to it?
I canoe on it.
You canoe on it. Very, very.
I fish on it.
And you fish on it. Tell me more.
I really like it
here. Yes. And so, see your hut. And how do you enter your hut?
It's open.
It's open. So go inside. Describe your home.
It's flat.
It's flat.
There's a little bed for me
Mm-hmm.
by myself.
Mm-hmm. You live by yourself? Did you build this hut yourself?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any pets? Any animals live with you?
Lots of crickets.
Lots of crickets. Do you like the crickets?
Yeah.
Yes. So, Frank, where is your family? Feel out where your parents are. Tell me.
They're dead.
They're dead. How did they die?
The war.
The war. Do you have any brothers or sisters? Yeah. Express that, Frank. Let that go. Let that out. It's important that you express that. It's very healing.
My brother died too.
Oh, your brother died too in the war? Mm-hmm. Was he older or younger than you?
Younger.
Mm-hmm. What did you call him? What was his name?
Brother.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Any other siblings besides brother?
Sister.
Mm-hmm. Where is
2
your sister?
sisters.
2 sisters? Where are your sisters?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They got lost.
They got lost? Are they older or younger than you?
One's older.
Mm-hmm.
One's younger.
Mm-hmm. And so, why? Yes, express that, Frank. It's important that you do. Express that. Very good.
I feel alone.
Yes.
I get lonely.
Yes. Describe that. What happens when you get lonely, Frank?
I cry.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to be with where I am.
Yes. Where are your people? Where are the other villagers?
There's some nearby. There's
Mm-hmm.
another house.
There's another house. And who is that lives in the next house? Who lives next to you? Who lives near you?
An aunt.
It's an aunt. So go to her house. Does she live in a hut as well?
It's big.
Yes, it's big. And so
It's wood.
It's made of wood. See your aunt. Describe your aunt for me.
She has lighter hair.
She has lighter hair. Is she your aunt through your mother or your father?
My mom.
Mm-hmm. And so look into your aunt's
I'm in
face.
Korea.
And you're in Korea. Very good. Where in Korea are you? What is this space? What's this place in Korea? What comes
Feels
to
south.
you? South.
Starts with a K.
Mm-hmm. Starts with a K. Very good.
And an E.
K and an E.
K-L-E.
K-L-E.
Y.
Y.
O.
O.
N.
N.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When I say Cleon or Cleon, what sounds
Clay. Second one.
Cleon. Very good. And so now I want you to see your aunt. See your aunt clearly. Look at her eyes. What color are your aunt's eyes? Brown. Very good. I want you to look deeply into your aunt's eyes. The eyes are the windows to the soul. Connect with her heart to heart. Do you know this soul? Do you know her in your current life as Liz?
My mom.
Yes, very good. Very good. Good. Express that, Frank. It's important that you do. Very good. Be here with your aunt. Tell me what's happening with your aunt. Describe her life.
Making me dinner.
She's making you dinner. What does she make for you to eat, Frank? What do you eat?
A soup.
What kind of soup is it?
It's got.
What are the flavors?
It's really good. It's got a plant in it.
As a
And some
plant.
fish.
Do you like it? Is it
A lot.
Yes. And so, what does your aunt do in her life besides cook? Describe your aunt's life and your life together.
She picks something.
Mm-hmm. She picks. And what else? What else does your aunt do?
She fishes.
She fishes. Do you get to spend much time with your aunt?
I do.
Very good. Does that help you with your loneliness?
It does.
Very good.
She's lonely too.
She's lonely too. Where is
she? Has a daughter.
She has a daughter.
She's away.
The daughter's away.
She's older.
So now I want you to close this scene. Let's go to the next most important scene in this life is the warrior.
Fighting.
Fighting. Tell me about that,
I don't
Frank.
want to.
Tell me about fighting.
I'm good at it.
You're good at it. Who are you fighting?
People.
Can you say that louder, please?
People.
Fighting people. Who are the people you're fighting, Frank? Good.
I see them.
Describe who you're fighting. What do they
They
look
have
like?
hats.
They have hats.
Like the round pointy hats.
Yes. Very good. Do they come from your land as well?
No.
No. They come from another land. Why are you fighting? What are you fighting for?
Keep them away.
To keep them away. What do they want?
Our land.
Mm-hmm. Is there something special about your land?
It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's fertile.
It's fertile.
It's by the sea.
It's by the sea.
There's lots of fishing.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So let's advance this scene. Let's go to the next important moment in this scene of fighting these people. Tell me what's happening.
Stopped.
Mm-hmm. And what's happening?
My leg hurts.
What's happened to your leg? Look down at your leg.
I have a spear arrow or something in it.
You have a spear or something in it. Look down at your leg and see what's on your leg, Frank.
My name's not really Frank.
What's your name? What does your aunt call you?
Lee.
Lee.
Leo. Leo. Leah. Lee. Lee.
Lee. If I say Lee, does that sound true for you?
Kind of.
Mm-hmm. What do you hear your aunt calling you? What does she call you?
It's like it means lion.
Oh, it means lion.
I just hear it means lion.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So your name means lion.
I have a hurt leg in her bed.
So tell me what's going on with your leg, lion. I'm going to call you lion. Is that okay?
Yeah.
What's going on with your leg, lion?
How's it? I was hurt.
So what do you do about it?
She's bandaging it.
Who's bandaging it?
My
Mm-hmm. So tell me, what happens with your leg now as she's bandaging it?
Seaweed.
Mm-hmm. She uses seaweed. And what happens next?
I heal.
Say that louder, please.
I heal.
You heal. Very good.
But I don't want to fight anymore.
But you don't want to fight anymore. Very good. Let's close this scene. Let's go to a moment in this life as the lion that has a pivotal impact on you. Arrive there now.
I'm a monk.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about it. Where are
On
you?
a hill.
On a hill. Tell me more.
I feel love.
You feel love. Are you in the same village?
I'm in the mountain.
You're in the mountains. Are there others with you?
Yeah.
Very good.
I don't talk.
You don't talk. How long have you been here now?
10 years.
10 years. And what is your life like as a monk?
Love.
Mm-hmm. Where has your family gone? Your aunt and her daughter, where are they?
They're happy.
Mm-hmm. They're happy. So what do you do in your day as this loving monk? What is your life like?
Garden.
Garden.
Talk to the plants.
Talk to the plants.
But not with my voice.
But not with your voice. What do you talk with?
My mind.
Are you telepathic
My
with
heart.
them? Yes. And how does that feel to talk with your mind and your heart to nature? Very good. Let's close this scene and let's go to the next most pivotal scene in the life of Lion the monk. Be there now.
I'm lying down.
You're laying down. What's happening here?
There's people around me. I'm not in my body.
You're not in your body. Where did you go?
I'm looking over. I'm above.
You're above. Did you leave your body?
Yeah.
How old is your body here as you're leaving it?
Really old.
Yes. Look around you. How old does your body feel?
400.
400. You lived
412.
412? Very good. You lived a long life. How did you die? How did your body die?
I decided to.
You decided to. Did you leave consciously?
Yeah.
Yes. And who's around you?
I was done.
You were done. Who's there with you as you leave that body?
Other monks.
And they're
happy.
They're happy. Did they all usually live that long too?
Some.
Very good. Now as you rise up out of that body, look around you. Describe what you see as you leave that body and that scene behind. What do you see? The sun. Keep describing what you experience.
It's like a sunset.
Very good. Tell me more. Where do you go when you're done with this body? Tell me what it's like going up.
Floating.
You're floating. Where are you floating to?
Above.
And as you're floating above, reflect back on that life. What were the lessons that you learned as Lion and the monk? You learned love.
Everyone. Love all. Love all.
Love all. And is that what you need to be carrying into the current life as well? Very good. So now, float and drift, and drift and float, until you come to another time and space where there are answers that you need. Keep drifting and floating, and tell me what you see as you drift and float.
Fairy.
Say that again.
I'm a fairy.
A fairy. Tell me about it.
Green.
Tell me more.
The blue. Green. Maybe green. Jumping on the flowers.
And you're in the flowers?
I'm jumping on them.
You're jumping on them. Is your body small?
Right now.
Yes. So, describe what you see around you. What do the flowers look like?
They're so bright.
Tell me more.
It's fun.
It's fun.
Hummingbirds are funny.
Hummingbirds are funny. Connect.
I'm racing with it.
They're racing with you. Connect with the hummingbirds. Connect with them. Mind to mind. What do they communicate to you?
Race.
So race with the hummingbirds.
Have fun.
Very good. And describe your body that you're in. What is this fairy body like?
I have legs.
Legs. Describe your legs.
They're white.
Mm-hmm.
Light. They're light.
They're light legs. They don't
My
have
body
much
is
form.
light.
Your body is light, so it doesn't have much physical form. It's
It
more
is.
light.
It is.
It is. It's just light.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just bright.
Yes. And to keep describing your fairy
My
body.
wings are so shiny.
Your wings are so shiny. Very good. What is your face like?
I'm a girl.
You're a girl. What's your name?
Fiona?
Fiona. If I say Fiona, does that sound true?
Yeah.
Very good. Fiona, what color is your body?
It's kind of green.
Kind of green. Beautiful.
My wings have blue in them.
Mm-hmm. Do you have hair?
It's red.
It's red hair. Beautiful. So, where do you live, Fiona? Do you live close?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Do you have family or community?
Yeah.
Yes.
We all live around.
You all live together. And go and find your family and describe your people for me.
They like me.
They're like you. Do some of them have
It's
different
fun.
Lots of fun. Are some of them bigger?
Yeah, we're all different.
They're all different. So see one of your closest family members and describe them for me.
Orange.
Orange. And who is this orange fairy?
We have fun.
You have fun. How are you connected?
We play together.
You play together.
We're sisters.
You're sisters. What do you call her?
Oh.
Is there a name that comes forward?
Gus.
Say it louder, please.
Gus. Somebody.
Gus something. Mm-hmm. Very good. And what do you like to do together?
We like to play with the flowers.
Mm-hmm. So go play in the flowers. And what do you discover in the flowers?
They're so cheerful.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
It's all light. It's just so fun.
Mm-hmm. Good. So let's close this scene and let's go to the next most important moment in Fiona's life as the fairy. Arrive there now. What's happening?
Up in a tree.
You're up in a tree. Tell me more.
Looking all over.
Mm-hmm. Looking all over.
There's a hawk.
There's a hawk. Describe the hawk.
Wants to chase me.
He wants to chase you.
I'm going back down the tree.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more. What happens next?
We're flying together.
You're flying together. Connect with the hawk. What color are the hawk's eyes?
Maybe it's an eagle. It's an eagle.
Look at this eagle closely.
It's gold.
It's gold. Connect with the eagle, mind to mind and heart to heart. Do you recognize this eagle in your soul?
It's Ryan.
It's Ryan. Very good. Very good. So, connect with this eagle. What do you do together?
We live.
Mm-hmm.
We help each other.
You help each other. How do you do that?
He sees above and I see below.
Mm-hmm.
We help. We help the earth.
You help the earth. How
We
do you
help.
help the earth?
We have the balance.
With the balance. What needs to be balanced?
All of it.
Why does it need to be balanced?
It got out of balance.
How did it get out of balance? Humans. So what time and space is this in that you're in? What is this time for humans?
1920.
1920.
No.
Mm-hmm.
It's earlier.
It's earlier. Mm-hmm.
A lot earlier.
A lot earlier. So what does it feel like when the humans...
Really long time ago.
Long time ago. What does it feel like when the humans are coming in?
He did something big.
What did they do that was big?
Made it out of alignment.
Mm-hmm. What's out of alignment? Search your feeling. Tune within and feel it.
Earth. It's wrong.
What's wrong? Tell me about that.
It needs to be right.
What needs to be right?
We need to take care of each other.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more. What is the work that you and the eagle do here to help balance the earth?
Vibration.
Vibration. Tell me more about that. What do you do with the vibration?
I bring the plants and the trees. We talk.
Mm-hmm.
We understand what to do to help. Ryan works with the birds.
He works with the birds. How does he help the birds?
We all work together to raise the vibration. To bring more light.
To bring more light.
Down to earth.
Mm-hmm. Down to earth.
To the center.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Let's close this scene. Let's go to another scene that has a significant impact on the life of Fiona the Faerie. Arrive there now. What's happening?
There's fire.
Tell me about it. Tell me about this fire.
We're trying to put it out.
Mm-hmm. How are you trying to put the fire out?
With light.
With light. Where does this light come from?
Me.
How do you use this light?
I channel
it. You channel it. How do you do that?
My hands.
Your hands. And what do you do with your hands? Describe that.
Putting it on the ground.
Putting it on the ground. And what then?
It calms.
And it calms. And how do you feel in your body when you put your hands on the ground?
Calm.
You feel calm. Do you visualize anything in your mind when you do this?
Light going into the ground.
Light going into the ground through your body?
Yeah.
Very good. Where does this light come from that goes through your body? Above. Do you need to use any specific color?
White light.
Just white light. And what happens when you channel this white light into the ground? What happens?
So good.
It's so good. What happens to the earth when you do this?
Healing.
It's healing. What happens to your body when you do this?
Healing.
Very good. What happens next? Keep describing for me.
The fire stops.
The fire stops. And what next?
I walk to a tree.
Mm-hmm. And what else?
It tells me it's good.
Mm-hmm. The tree tells you?
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
It's balanced.
It's balanced.
The land, the ground is balanced.
The land, the ground is balanced. Very good. Let's close this scene and let's go to another very important moment as Fiona the Faerie. Arrive there now. What happens?
It's an animal.
Tell me more.
A pig, maybe.
See it clearly in your mind's eye.
It's a wild pig. It's got horns.
It's a wild pig.
It's hurt. I need to heal it.
How do you do that?
I just put my hands on.
And the same thing, the white light comes through your hands and you feel calm. What happens to the pig when you do that?
It leaves its body, but it's so happy.
It leaves its body. So you help it to release then? Yeah. Very good. Are you able to see the spirit leave the body?
Yep.
What does the pig have to say to you as it leaves its body?
Thank you.
Yes. Do you know
Keep
that
doing
pig? Connect with the pig. Do you know the soul of the pig? Is it familiar to you?
No.
Very good. Let's close this scene. Let's go to the next most important scene in the life of Fiona the Faerie. What's happening? Say that again.
Lemuria.
Lemuria. Tell me more about Lemuria.
I was there.
Describe your situation in Lemuria. What does it feel like for you there?
So empowered.
Tell me more.
I'm fierce.
You're fierce.
But I'm loving.
But you're loving. Acclimate yourself into that body and describe your body there for me. What does your body look like?
I'm a woman.
You're a woman. What does your body look like?
I'm tall.
Tall.
Really tall.
Yes. Tell me more.
I have really dark, long hair.
Keep describing.
I'm a teacher.
Say that again, please.
I'm a teacher.
You're a teacher. What do you teach?
Love.
You teach love. How do you teach love? What do you do?
Everything is from love.
Everything is from love. So how do you teach love? Is there a specific way that you teach love?
Healing.
You're healing. And how do you do that?
Channel.
You channel. What do you
The
channel?
light.
You channel the light. You channel the light. So how do you channel the light? Describe for me how you do that.
My hands.
With your hands. And what do you do with your hands?
I touch.
You touch.
Everything.
And what happens when you touch everything?
I'm connected.
You're connected. How many lives in Lemuria did you have?
50.
50. How long did Lemuria last, or is it continuing? Is it still there?
It fell.
It fell. Why did it fall?
I was wrong.
What was wrong?
People weren't following love.
They weren't following love, and so what happened?
It all went out of balance.
It all went out of balance. And what happened when it went out of balance?
It was a burst. It was a bang.
There was a bang. What was the bang from?
We fell.
How did you fall?
We just fell down in the earth.
It fell down into the earth? Underwater?
Yeah.
Is there anything left of Lemuria in our current times?
Like the tall mountains.
The tall mountains.
The volcanoes.
The volcanoes. What are those?
Islands.
They're islands. Do we know those islands today on our planet? Hawaii. Very good. So now I want you to advance this scene. and go into the next most important scene is the Lemurian life as the healer. Tell me what's happening.
There's children all around me.
Tell me more.
We have so much fun.
Mm-hmm. What do you do?
I'm their teacher.
Mm-hmm. What do you teach them?
Light.
Light. How do you teach them this light?
Light language.
Light language. Tell me more about this light language.
It's in us.
It's in us. Do you speak this light language?
Yeah.
How do you speak it?
I see it.
You see it. Where do you see it?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. And so you speak it. What does it sound like?
Can't do it now.
No. Can you sound it out a little bit? See what it feels like as it comes out. Make a little tone so you can hear yourself. I'm going to count to 5. And when I get to 5, your light language will be right there, coming from your heart, very available to you and easy. 1, the light language is right there for you, right at your heart and in the mouth. 2, easy to speak and tone. 3, it feels good to speak this beautiful light language. 4, it's right here for you. And 5, the light language is there. Allow it to come forward. Beautiful. How does that feel to you to speak your light language? Yes. Very good. Thank you for sharing the beautiful light language. It's important. Let's close this scene. Let's go to the next most important scene in this Lemurian life as the healer. What's happening?
It's time to go.
It's time to go. Where do you go?
Up.
Up. How do you go up?
It's a ball.
It's a ball. Tell me about that ball.
It's really bright.
Describe the ball. Brightness. Are there colors there?
It's all colors. It's
All
light.
colors. It's light. And what do you do next?
Just float up.
You float up. And what happens when you float up?
I'm done.
I'm done. Where do you go?
To another planet.
Tell me about this planet you go to.
It's Pleiadian.
Pleiadian. Tell me more. Tell me about the Pleiadian planet.
I feel blue.
Mm-hmm. Describe your body. Do you have a body?
Kind of.
Mm-hmm. Describe what you look like in this form, this blue.
It's really light.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like me.
Mm-hmm. Is this your original consciousness, this blue form?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So are you originally, did you have your first conscious awareness in the Pleiadians? In the Pleiades?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are you from a planet in the Pleiades? Starts with an S. Mm-hmm. Sound it out. See if you can spell it out. Allow them to come through the letters, the symbols.
It's all jumbled.
It's all jumbled. When I count to 3, it will be very clear to you. 1, 2, 3.
It's serious, but
Mm-hmm. Serious. Very good. Very good. Pleiades and Sirius are very connected, aren't they?
yeah.
They're the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes. And so tell me about this place that you originally come from. Describe what it's like here in your home place.
I feel at peace.
Mm-hmm. Feel at peace. Are you still blue?
It's not, it's like white.
White. Do you have form?
I can.
You can. So is there anything else that I haven't addressed today? Any other questions, any other issues that I haven't addressed today that needs to be addressed?
Keep believing in yourself.
Keep believing in yourself. What universal messages would you have for any other light workers at this time?
Everybody, love yourself.
Love yourself.
Nothing is a big deal.
Nothing is a big deal.
All just love each other.
We all just love each other.
Love more.
Love more.
Love even the dust in your house.
Love even the dust in your house.
Everything is wonderful.
Everything is wonderful.
We are all here to help others.
We're all here to help others.
Just love yourself. You are amazing.
Just love yourself. You are amazing. Thank you very much. We're very appreciative. Are we complete today?
Yes.
Very good. So now I want to thank the highest self for this wonderful communication. And I want to thank all of the energies, all of the spirits, all of the wonderful light that has come in and communicated with Liz. And I want to ask them to come in even more, all of the beautiful souls, so that Liz fully integrates. I want to call them all in so that Liz has all of these wonderful experiences, all of these fractals of herself coming into this body more and becoming the full wholeness in this body, so that she experiences absolute clarity and conscious awareness at all times. And I want to bring the highest self into this body fully, so that she is her most wise self as much as possible. And I want to ask that the ego is released as much as possible today. We thank the ego, but we just don't need the ego that much anymore. The ego also ascends. So we want to send the ego back into the light so that the highest self can come into the body and all this beautiful light work can really flourish. And as I count to 10, 1, 2, the higher self comes into the body. All of these wonderful energies integrate into a one whole heart. It feels really good. 3, 4, this body is healed and whole and regenerates. 5, 6, you feel wonderful and amazing, as if you've had a very deep, satisfying sound sleep, but you're completely aware of everything. 7, 8, feeling wonderful all over, completely healed. 9, 10, eyes open, wide awake. You just had your first quantum healing hypnosis session. How was that for you? Because you look like you're bursting.
Yeah, I am.
You look completely different before than you do now.
Yeah.
Did you get clarity?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're a powerful healer.
Yep.
You're a fairy.
Yes.
And your son is a gnome.
Yeah.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
One of your sons is a gnome. You went into Lemuria.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you've had about 50 lives in Lemuria. You're a hands-on healer. And notice how I was asking you the specific technique of how you do hands-on healing.
Yeah.
Energy running.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You've had many, many fairy lives. So you're bringing fairy energy here.
Yeah.
You talked with your dad.
Yeah.
How was that?
Really good.
He's one of your main guides.
Yeah.
He's super powerful.
Yeah.
He was like a strong voice for you. He's really strong.
He's amazing.
He's amazing. Yeah. He is. He can do better work out of the body than he could in the body. That happens often.
Yeah.
A lot of our family members, our loved ones, they just have too much heavy, too much ego, and they can't, and they know if they came in before us, they know that they're light workers, but they get too stuck in 3D.
Yeah.
And sometimes the best way for them to be able to guide us is out of the body.
Yeah.
And cancer is kind of an easy way to go.
Yeah.
Because cancer is about fear.
Yep.
So, yeah. So what, do you remember the whole session?
Pretty much.
You do?
Not every detail, but I remember like being on the cloud, and I was like having fun and like spinning around, and then I landed in Asia.
You did.
That's right.
You first said your name was Frank, and it was great because you told me the first thing, but then it turned out to be a name like Lee.
Yeah.
And then it meant lion because you were the warrior, and you were in South Korea.
Yeah.
You were in a village in South Korea. That was the first life that you saw.
Yeah.
And that was a life where you have experienced hardship and war and the loss of your family, except for your aunt, that you were very close to. Your aunt's your mom.
Yep.
Yeah. Wasn't that powerful?
That was awesome.
And I see all of this. I channel all these sessions. So I get to remote view. So I could see you. I could see you as this big muscular. I mean, I actually view your body. I view everybody's body as you're doing it. It's like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah.
I just get, it's like because it's like experiential viewing.
Yeah.
And then I saw your aunt. I could feel it's so interesting because I'm so prompted by your guides.
Yeah.
I'm so prompted by universe. Before you speak it, I'm told the question to ask, but I actually hear the answer. So as soon as you'll say, oh, it's my mom, and you'll hear me go, yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yep, that's correct, because it's your mom coming through. And I
Yeah.
can actually see her. I know what your mom looks like intuitively. And it's like, yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's so cool to do that. It's
Yeah.
really fun. So you were a warrior, Lee. We'll say Lee because we couldn't hear his name because it's in Korean.
Yep.
And then you ended up going into being a monk.
Yes.
A peaceful life. What was that like for you to experience that shift?
Yeah, just so peaceful. It was like, just I can feel it now. Like it was just amazing. Just and being connected to all the plants and gardening. And
You worked with plants.
yeah.
You were getting into earth.
Yeah.
How long did you live in that life?
Oh yeah, 412 years.
412 years. And I asked you, what? Does everybody live this long?
Some.
Some. Isn't that fascinating?
Yeah.
And how did you die?
I decided to go.
Consciously.
Yeah.
In yoga, we call that Mahasamadhi, conscious death. Isn't that so fascinating?
Yeah.
I know I saw that. I was like, because I asked you to go to the next most pivotal moment in your life and you were out of the body already. I'm like, oh, I think the body died. And then I was like, but I felt like there was this portal of light with the body and you're still connected. And I was like, I think we consciously left the body.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was awesome. So, oh my gosh, I mean, you had so many details in this session.
Yeah.
You jumped around and your higher self is very specifically showing you.
Yeah.
This is a life of what? What's your life purpose?
Healing.
Healing and to love yourself.
Yeah.
And you're a healer. You're doing hands-on healing and you have to do that with yourself and your family.
Yeah.
And then you will be practicing that with people.
Yeah.
You're a very powerful healer.
Yeah.
You're also a very powerful psychic medium. So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you met somebody. You met a wonderful woman whose sister just crossed.
Yeah.
So share about that.
Yeah. And I just felt like I had a message to give. And she connected us before she died so that I could give her a message.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you're going to give that message to her?
Yeah.
Because there's also a message for their mother.
Yep.
Yep. And the nephews.
Yes.
Who see her.
Yep.
Experience her, as children always do.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. This is good. Do you feel like she's going to receive the message?
Yeah. Definitely.
I feel that too.
Yeah.
And I feel the mother wants to hear that too. I feel like the mother's open to it as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so powerful. So it's, people think that being a psychic medium is some crystal ball, gypsy, frou-frou, the psychic tarot reader and the little pissant house that you can pay like, $5 to go see. Honestly, it's nothing like that. I mean, it's just natural.
Yeah.
I fought my psychic mediumship for years. My mom was also a psychic medium before her dementia kicked in. And I would fight it. I would actually be around people. And there's a grandmother telling me, you can see me, tell her. And I'm like, oh my God, they're going to think I'm insane. And I'm not saying that out loud. I'm saying my mind telepathy, they're going to think I'm nuts. I can't say that. And when I finally did it, it was in the mid-90s. It was in the mid-90s. I was in Hollywood. I was having a Hollywood career. I'm at a health food store across from CBS Television City in Hollywood. I was on The Bold and the Beautiful. It's a soap opera, The Bold and the Beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I did a lot. And I'm not going to explain all that here. But yeah, we were next to Price is Right. So I actually got to know Bob Barker. But that's another story. But I'm across the street at this health food store called Erewhon. No, Nowhere. It was called Nowhere. There was a health food store down the road called Erewhon, and Nowhere is that backwards of Erewhon, and Erewhon's the backwards of Nowhere. So they were competing with each other. I'm in the Nowhere health food store, and this woman walks in, and I'd seen her before, and her grandmother had crossed, and her grandmother was talking with me, and I'm just like not going to share that I see her grandmother. Well, I'm in some aisle, and all of a sudden, the grandmother comes in. I'd seen her several times. The grandmother's like, you have to tell her this. She has to get this message. And I'm like, she's going to think I'm a freak. And she's like, no, she won't. So I took a chance. This was in 1993. I took a chance. I'm in my 20s. I'm really young. And I look at her and I say, your grandmother has a message for you. She stops because she's getting a can of something. She stops just like this. And I said, and she's telling me, oh my God, tell her this. She wants you to know that you need to go up into her attic before they do the estate sale, that she actually has been collecting money for you in a special wallet. It fell behind the dresser, in between the wall and the dresser, and it has all of her savings for you. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, and I'm doing this. Like, oh my God, she's going to attack me or something. She's going to think I'm crazy. She's going to call the police.
Yeah.
She just looks at me and she goes, oh. And she walks out the store and I'm like, oh God, what did I do? Oh, I see her 2 weeks later and I'm like, oh God. She comes up to me and she's like, you, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And she says, there was several $1,000s in that wallet and hundreds. And I got it the day before my mom was starting the estate sale and they were going to sell that dresser. And she's like, she hugs me. Thank you. Oh my God. And her grandmother's right there. And her grandmother's like, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Now I can release.
Yeah.
That was the beginning of my really helping people. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's amazing. And this is what you do.
Yep.
This is what we do. And it's so normal. It's so practical. It's really very practical. Everybody has this ability. We just use ours.
Yes.
This is what you're going to be doing. This is part of your life purpose.
Yep.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So would you recommend this to others?
Absolutely.
What would you recommend about it?
Everything. It just it brings so much clarity to things. Sometimes I would doubt myself and it's like, I know, but having that confirmation and to see those lives, that was really cool.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. And just the messages from those lives, yeah.
Did you feel like you had a connection to South Korea or Korea at all? Yeah. And you knew about the fairies. You came in and you said, I think I work with the fairies. Yeah. You knew about that.
Yeah.
And did you feel connected to the Pleiadian star system and the Sirius star system?
Yep.
Because you have been awake. You've just been doubting it.
Yes.
We do that.
Yeah.
It's like, why do I do that? Were you fighting with your ego, your left brain at all? No.
I feel like I was.
You were super present. You were right there.
Yeah.
Your higher self is very strong.
Okay. As
a strong, clear, direct. You'll hear it when you see the recording.
Yeah.
So, after looking at this, do you think you would want to share any of this with the public?
Maybe.
After looking at it,
yeah.
Check it out, look at it, and see if you want to share any of this. I would cut out, and we don't put anything personal in there. I would cut out anything personal because you have a tremendous amount of information about Lemuria that can help so many people, about the fairy realm that can help so many people, and you and your husband are both healers. He's a healer as well.
Yeah.
So it's going to help people.
Yeah.
It's going to help people immensely.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so good.
Yeah.
All right. So if you would like a quantum healing hypnosis session with me, please go to my website. It's in the description box down below, SoniaWilderWellness.com, and we'll get you scheduled when it's your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was